what was your initial first reaction when reading it?
Well, I actually knew it was going to happen before even reading the script,
Okay.
because last year at the premiere, prior to the premiere, David called me and said that he would be introducing me to Rohan Campbell, and that, you know, basically he wanted to establish a mentor protege relationship then, you know, so
Oh,
that
wow.
and so we developed a relationship as friends, as you know, but I definitely mentored him in terms of, you know, the character and the depth of the character. Now, I liken this to this process to playing on a football team. And the thing is, if you're a team member, if you're on a football team, if there's any chance at all of winning a championship, you've got to buy into the coach's program. And so when David told me what was going to happen, you know, way back then, you know, I look at it like this: is like, would I do I want more screen time? Yeah, if I'm a football player, I want more field time, man. I want more action.
Sure.
But trusting in David Gordon Green's vision is, you know, what I've done for all three films, and very rightly so. And you know, and it's an honor to work with such a talented director. So, you know, I knew what was going to happen, and basically for me, you know, I go into mission mode. So knowing, you know, by the time I got the script, and in fact, David and I talked about it, I didn't want to read early iterations of the script because I didn't want to cloud my mind with what could or should be. I waited until we got down to the last couple of edits, and then of course I'd see the rewrites as they came in. But I wanted to stay away from any preconceived notions of things that were going to change. So I waited until almost probably a month before we started shooting to actually sit down and read, which is, God knows how many rewrites in. But you know, I just went, okay, great, man, we're taking chances. And what do you do when you're an artist? You got to take chances, man. And we did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It takes some big swings, and yeah, I think it's great for it. You know, we loved it. Sue and I, you know, we loved it. We saw it opening night here at our local theater, and yeah, I always like kind of the off brand films in this franchise sometimes. Anyway, like I'm a big fan of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and there's some links to that in these movies, and but so that's fascinating to me that David introduced you to Rowan that early on. Was it at that premiere or right around that time, I guess?
Yeah, I met him at the premiere, actually.
Oh, wow.
The premiere for Halloween Kills, actually met him at the after party, and
That
we
is
exchanged
awesome.
numbers and talked on the phone, and you know, and so through this process, and then prior to the film, just like a week prior to shooting or so, he and I spent hours and hours together, and you know, he's a very, very talented,
Oh,
very
yeah.
talented actor, and a really good athlete. So, you know, and there's a lot in there that you didn't see in this film. I mean, we had some brutal fights, and you know, I mean, you see a bit of it in the tunnel when he slams me down, but what you don't see is he lifted me up above his head and slammed me down.
Oh,
So that
man.
was, we did 8 takes on that, man. It hurt. It hurt.
Um,
And at one point he's like, "What was that sound?" I'm like, "Dude, that was my spine." But you know, he's and you know, and the thing is, I think the great thing is that the fans are debating, you know,
yeah.
which means they have passion, and we welcome that. And David knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. Jamie knew it was going to happen, and we're like, bring it on, man. Let's talk about it.